was looking for something new to do, food related, and I saw that it was a new trend that was doing well in Portland and Los Angeles and New York, and I felt that it was about time that I was starting in San Francisco, and then I started visiting Off the Grid in Fort Mason. At that time, it was the only market they had. Now I think they have over 10 markets in the Bay Area. So I jumped on it when I saw that I just kind of felt like it was going to be a good move.
And we have different locations that we permit and have relationships with. And then if you sign up with us, then you basically get put into a few of our markets. We figure out what works best for you and what works best for us. Try and find a happy medium. As the more money the trucks make, the better we do. People aren't used to necessarily the idea that you can have a great product prepared in a truck, but you can.
In San Francisco, you're required to be green. So, and also be part of Off the Grid, you're required to as well. So we're following the requirements, but on a personal level, yeah, we do want to be green anyways, and we try to be as organic as possible with our meat.
Always liked food, and I thought this would be a really good way to do it cost efficiently without opening a restaurant. It was a trial thing, but it's been very successful. One of the critical things is you have to have a menu that is different and that people haven't had but want, because there's some menus that just doesn't work, just too weird. And then I think it's setting up the truck, because it's such a different kind of animal all on its own, that's a really huge learning experience. And once you get the truck going, and I think everything else kind of falls into place.
It's close, it's walking distance. People, you don't have to wait for a table, you just kind of come get your stuff. There's a lot more variety around, kind of in any part of the world, in one block. Just the fact that there's higher quality food from many cultures is available to anybody who can walk up and say, I'd like to have that.
I love food, and a lot of it's Southeast Asian. I mean, I've come for the Filipino food, come for the Vietnamese, but I have gone and tried almost everything. Early on, there were a lot more people. I mean, there were people who wanted to see what this was all about. Now, I just think probably it's the weather. Maybe there's been a saturation point. I mean, I've kind of wondered about this, if this will be a flash in the pan or what.
And in the Bay Area, it seems like there's almost a new truck every day. At one point I read there were 7 trucks in one day getting their license in San Francisco. So it's becoming very popular. So I'm glad I went in when I did. So now I feel like we need more locations. So more organizers such as Off the Grid that could put the trucks together. So I think that's the future of finding locations where you could put 5 or 7 trucks at a time and serve lunch or dinner.
I have a lot of regulars that come, and a couple of them, they're just so excited every Monday because they actually run into their friends and their, who have their high school buddies they hadn't seen in 10 years. They just run into each other here, and she just thinks it's a nice community-based, somewhere to kind of come to get together.
For me, it's an interesting conversation. I go to a lot of downtown association meetings, and I hear the other folks and their dislikes of it. For me, it doesn't matter. It's only a positive for me. So when it started 13, 14 weeks ago, I opened my patio up when it was 90 degrees or 100 degrees outside because I had tables. They had chairs, I had tables, so if somebody came in, wanted to indulge in a beverage, then please come in and bring your food. Most of our business is from reservation, and I can't imagine that anybody would come here and then walk away to go have a burrito. I haven't heard one person in San Mateo actually embrace it as a business, as a food business owner. As far as I'm concerned, if they want to put it here next year, please do.
If you come with a group of friends, you have a great variety of stuff to snack on.
Yep.
So much more fun.
And no splitting bills.
And no splitting bills.